Sunday, September 16, 2012. This is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and this is my 1995 Subaru Legacy. About a year ago, I did a video called Quick and Dirty Repair of Rust Hole, and it was designed to be exactly that, quick and dirty. I had more or less an afternoon to do the repair, and it was never intended to be a factory quality repair. What I did was I chopped out a bit of rust, cleaned up the hole as best I could, and then sealed it off. And my prediction was the repair would last about 2 years before I'd have to redo it. And much to my surprise, that turned out to be one of my most popular videos here on YouTube. Unfortunately, it's had a lot of negative feedback. Now I once again want to reiterate that that repair was never intended to look good. It was only intended to seal off the hole and kind of slow down the rust as time progressed. So I wanted to post a 1-year follow-up here, and before I show you the rust hole, I just want to give you a little bit of background. At the end of that last video, you only saw the rust hole covered over in fiberglass and Miracle paint. Now the Miracle paint dries more or less rock hard, I would say almost like an epoxy, and it does a really good job sealing off the rust. And then over that, I actually threw some primer and paint. I'm going to forewarn you, it still looks awful, but it certainly is holding, and it looks a little better than it did at the end of that video. But I wanted to show you that the repair is still holding together and is still quite solid. So, without further ado, here it is. Now, as you can see, up here I'm tapping on metal, and as I move further down I'm actually tapping on the fiberglass coated in Miracle paint, and you can hear how rock hard that is. So obviously I'm going to have to touch up this paint a bit, but the repair is still perfectly solid in terms of how it is structurally. The paint, of course, is a terrible match. I actually had an automotive touch-up spray paint that was a very close match, but even with primer I really wasn't getting any adhesion. The paint was just flaking right off. So in order to seal this in a bit better, I just ended up using some red Rust-Oleum, which is way off in terms of shade, but has done a pretty good job sealing this in. So I imagine there's still a lot of criticism on this, but this is a New England car. It never made a lot of sense to put a lot of money into a repair here, because like I said, it's in New England. There's salt on the roads in the winter, and the car is going to have rust if it gets driven here in the winter, which it does. So, I mean, no matter how well you clean it, you're gonna get rust. So, seeing as how this car was already had this hole when I bought it, it didn't make sense to spend a lot of money getting this fixed, because it would just rust again. So this is the way I chose to deal with it, and you know, for what it is, for what I spent, it's really not too bad a way to go. And obviously if I'd had a little more time a year ago, I certainly could have made this look neater, but I really only had a couple of hours to do the repair. So this is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and thanks for watching.